Hello everyone, and welcome to Divine Debut. Thank you for being here. This is Kathy speaking. I haven't been away that long, but I've been very busy on working on the readings for January, February, March, everyone. So we're looking through those readings. We're looking a little bit ahead. We're getting a sneak preview of what's to come. Please remember to watch your moon if it's in relation to anything pertaining to motherly issues, our subconscious fears, relationships, emotional times. The moon is all things pertaining to those issues. Now, Venus, if you know where your Venus is placed in your chart, you can watch the sign Venus is moving through in your natal chart. Venus is love and money, values. Mars, where is your Mars placed? Okay, Mars is our desire to move forward, what it is that we are passionate and what we want to create. Mars is our energy. It's the courage within us. We all have Mars somewhere in our chart. So in which sign pertaining to your natal chart is Mars? Now, the North Node, when I mentioned, because some of you have said that you don't know what those other placements mean, well, you have to be familiar with your own chart, your birth chart, okay? And if for those of you that don't have your birth chart and are not familiar with it, you can always go to astro.com, okay, put in your details, and you will get your natal birth chart. You need to know your birth time, birthplace, city, country, okay, and your birth date. That's the information you need. You put it in there, astro.com, and you can get your birth chart. Also, those of you that have difficulty with that, you can always reach out to me, write to me at divinedebut11@gmail.com, and I can send you out your birth chart. Okay, it's like a snapshot of the moment that you were born. Okay, my friends, my dear ones, my soul family, my Patreons. What are the energies for today, dear Spirit? What are we looking at? What are we surrounded by as Venus is preparing in the next few hours to turn direct? Remember, she will take some time to start moving as a retrograde planet. I should say a stationed, stopped planet, which is what Venus is now in Capricorn. It will take some time for her to start turning forward. So give it a little bit of time. Mercury is still retrograde. Mercury is now in Capricorn. I am going to do an astro update for those of you that are astrology lovers, so look out for that today. Check that your notification bell is pressed, because many times we think that we're subscribed. You may think you're subscribed and you're not, so you're not receiving notifications when I upload. That's what's been going on a lot. So check that you're subscribed, check that you're being notified. I get people telling me that, oh, you haven't been around. Well, I have been around. So obviously you're not notified that I'm around. So 28th of January of 2022, as the moon is transiting through Sag, dear Spirit, Archangels, what are the energies that are playing out? What are the messages that we need to know? Hello to my beloved friends, those that watch me every single day, those that wait for an upload from me. Thank you for your patience as I've been doing the 3 months ahead. I've got a couple, 2-3 days very busy ahead of me doing the Patreon month ahead astrology for February, and obviously a new moon. We've got a new moon on the 1st of February in Aquarius, so there's a lot on my plate. I've got the February extended readings to do as well, so first couple of days in February I should be complete. Thank you for your patience, thank you for your love. Okay, let's see what's going on. 3 of Cups, the Devil. There's a third person here. This could be a love affair, or someone's been waiting on a reconciliation. It's all about timing. Okay, obviously you're dealing with a karmic situation. The devil is Saturn, and Saturn does limit, does say it's not the time unless it is the time. You know, it's interesting that what I've noticed here is that he's got a star, something like a star on his chest. And remember, the devil being Capricorn. Capricorn is ruled by Saturn, but Aquarius is also, and the stars here do remind me of the energy of Aquarius. A lot is going on in the area of Capricorn and Aquarius. This is a very important time for love, for relationships, for money, for anything that we're trying to start, maybe even deal with endings and therefore new beginnings. The 3 months ahead readings are all about endings and starting new cycles. And that's because obviously Venus ended an 8-year cycle. She's been retrograde for about 40 days and 40 nights. She's ready to come out of that. So on that note, those of you that are up very early in the morning, you can get to see Venus as a morning star in the morning, really early. She's the brightest star in the sky. And we know that Venus is like, you know, that star that's something that's at a distance, something that we've been wishing for. But the devil speaks to, it's not going to be time unless Saturn says that unless you've proven yourself, that you've done the work, that you've been patient, that you've been grounded, that you've been humbled. All those things is the devil. Remember, the devil is also anything toxic, anything relating to fears as well, doubting that we're not able to celebrate, something that could potentially be futuristic but also long-term. We've got the Page of Wands, so someone is willing to take a leap of faith. Page of Wands is a messenger. It is, again, very driven. It's very Martian. And we know that Mars now in Capricorn is very strong. So someone's ready to take that journey, ready to risk. Okay, and this can also speak to a sense of freedom. You know, it's very much about a revolution. I'm going to take that journey. I'm going to take that leap of faith. Even though I've got restrictive energies surrounding me, I still believe that I can manifest because I've become wise. I've matured. A situation has matured. 3 of Cups can speak to a love triangle. It can also speak to a group effort. I do see it as like a soul family, a group effort, as I said, siblings. This could relate to siblings or anything pertaining to imbalances, right? Because 3s, yes, they can speak to the ability to expand and get to that initial stage of success emotionally. And remember that Aquarius does speak to groups and associations. And happy birthday if you're an Aquarius, as the sun is transiting through Aquarius. It's more about group efforts now, coming together with people, connecting, larger groups of people, social media. A possible wish fulfillment is Aquarius, and it does speak to friendships and team efforts, as well as a sense of camaraderie. So let's see. We have the 10 of Pentacles, which is very promising. 10 of Pentacles, abundance, help from other people, family, relations. So groups that come together and feel like a sense of family as well. 10 of Pentacles, abundance, but also a potential ending to a family, a marriage because of deception. This does relate to family very much so. So the generations, remember, it turns into the Ace of Pentacles. So it is promising of closing a difficult chapter, something where there was others involved. Maybe this is saying that even though it's camaraderie and friendships, right? Remember that opposite Aquarius is Leo. So Leo does speak to courage, matters of heart, but also Leo does speak to having the ability to create. So remember that Aquarius and Leo, fixed signs, Scorpio and Taurus, fixed signs, and there's a lot going on in the astrology which is talking to those fixed energies. So I'm going to say here that for some of you that it maybe have not had support from others, you felt a sense of, I'm on my own. There has been a lot of solitude, a lot of soul searching, a lot of sort of feeling as though we've been left alone to manage a situation where there's people around us, but still we feel very lonely and unsupported. And that can speak to many of you as well. I've seen it. This could also say that it's up to us, because the Page of Wands, remember that it's a messenger, but it's also childlike energies. It's the minor arcana of the Fool. It's as though we're trying to start a new cycle and needing to instigate that on our own, and maybe there will be support along the way. Queen of Cups, following your intuition, anything to do with heart, trusting your intuition, yes, being open, understanding on a soul level, on a very psychic level, what's playing out here. There's a lot of emotion. We see all that water. She's half, covered in water. So it can speak to very emotional times, but also strong psychic abilities. As we know, Jupiter is transiting through Pisces. We know the Queen of Cups is someone very loving, very sacrificing, very giving. Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces. Let's see what the potential outcome is. And we have the Six of Wands. And this is a potential success coming into balance, recognition, congratulated with efforts, whatever we've been working on. We know wands are our vocation, our desire. There can be a sense of ego here as well, because we know that the devil does speak to ego, narcissism, unhealthy attachments as well, but also strong sexual connection. Now we've got a divine feminine here that's more open, more loving, more nurturing. We don't actually have a king here, but we do have a Page of Wands. Pages are childlike. Now, because the Page of Wands does speak to Mars for me, and it is next to the devil, this could also speak to relative to relationships. This can speak to a very juvenile masculine energy. As we know, Mars now in Capricorn, Mars is, yes, courageous, but it's been going through a lot pertaining to the past as it's been moving through Sagittarius. That's where the South Node was. So it looks like the divine masculine had things that they needed to take care of, issues that they needed to let go of, karmic issues pertaining to the past. And we see here that maybe there was even a child involved, because this is a child, right? The Page of Wands. And Mars now having ingressed into Capricorn is a maturing process for Mars, where Mars needs to take, that Capricorn archetype energy, and which does speak to leadership. It speaks to maturity. So someone's going through a maturing process, but also taking a position of power and needing to act courageously, take that chance, right? Even if there is no support from others, I'm going to say here, because remember the Page of Wands is that fire energy, which is you know, it's Aries, and Aries is, I'm starting something new. I'm going to take that leap off that cliff. I'm going to take that journey, whether it be the last thing I do. And obviously, maybe even trusting one's intuition and saying, okay, I'm going to do this. Okay, I believe that I will succeed. And there are beautiful energies here after the Devil, which is saying overcoming fears. Now, the Devil can also speak to a sexual interaction connection, where maybe a divine masculine was acting very childish, not offering more than just, you know, very strong sexual connection, adventure. Someone was very adventurous, very much about discovering, right? Discovering themselves, discovering this connection, this relationship. And maybe because of family, because of traditions, because of other people, they could not offer more than the Page of Wands. And here we've got the Six of Wands. So there's seven wands here, which is someone that maybe has been blocking you. This, you know, this ability to succeed maybe has been blocked, or it's saying that now, if someone was in their ego does speak to, it's not a healthy energy when someone's more in their ego because of where they stand in the world, who they are, their reputation. Remember, Capricorn can also speak to our reputation out there in the world. And you could be dealing with someone that is in a position of power, someone who's very successful with what they do, or this relates to the ability to come into balance and harmony, which says congratulations for a job well done, or being patient, or overcoming fears, or starting, you know, ending something and having the ability to start something that could possibly lead to success. And we've got the Page of Pentacles. So again, a messenger. Pages are fresh energies. Page of Pentacles, something promising long term. So studying something before acting. And we know Page of Pentacles is slow. It's more about looking at the details, right? It's earth. Let's see. What's the Karma Dharma? And we have the Strength card. So Leo, which I mentioned before, taking the power, knowing someone's power, and having the ability to create. This is childlike. This is romantic. I mean, the area of Leo, that's what it promises. Romance, childlike energies, the ability to create. It's the fun house. It's the house of risk. It's the house of gambles. I'm going to gamble, right? I'm going to take this chance so that I could create. And we do have, I mean, looking at the Devil here, which is a very strong card. It is a major arcana, and the Strength card. So Capricorn as well as Leo. This could be two people that are very powerful and sort of like there's competitive energies here. The Strength card does speak to confidence. It also speaks to heart and knowing someone's ability to be able to trust, to feel confident and have the ability to create. This also speaks to a very strong sexual connection as well, and it can speak to control. Both cards speak to a sense of control. Okay, and patience. Let's see what's been beneath here. We've got the Nine of Pentacles. So we see someone maybe, because we've got the Ten of Pentacles here. Virgo energies, 9 and 1 is 10. There's some sort of a split here. Someone could be becoming or hoping to become single. Someone who knows their worth. Someone who has been, their power, let's say, in the past was taken away from them because maybe they were dealing with someone that was putting them down, sabotaging their self-worth, putting them in a state of fear. And it could be the environment. It could be that Saturnian, remember in in the astrology, we've had all of 2021 Saturn squaring over to Uranus, Saturn from Aquarius over to Uranus in Taurus, and Taurus is self-worth, and Uranus is, I'm going to break that mold, I'm going to rebel, I'm going through an awakening that maybe I'm holding myself back because of my fears, because of my inability to move forward. Remember that it's the fixed signs that are being challenged also as the nodes have entered Scorpio and Taurus, again, fixed energies. But we see here, and I'm going to say splitting up, I mean, Uranus in Taurus also speaks to our money, yes, our self-worth, our what is it that we have, our resources that make us feel safe, secure, looked after. Are we in a position where we're feeling a sense of support or not? What is it that we need to shed, South Node in Scorpio? Something obviously relating to money coming through from others. So that money can also speak to support, right? Do we know that we can stand ourselves strongly as an individual and be able to provide? This could also speak to, a mother or a father who has got children. We've got a couple of young energies here with the pages. And we've got the Six of Cups, which again speaks to childlike energies, but also a very strong connection pertaining to the past. And we know that Venus retrograde and Mercury retrograde are all about past matters. So this is promising that there is a potential, because someone's studying a situation, looking at a possibility to move forward, to send that message, to communicate, to take a risk and be able to create a new beginning, knowing that we are worthy and able to do so. Let's see what the Energy Oracle advises. 28th of January. And we have third chakra, Archangel Chamuel. And the third chakra, everyone, is our personal power. This is our solar plexus. Okay, so we need to know that we are powerful enough to be able to move forward. That's what it's all about. And the power, many times, does come from within. From our solar plexus, remember, from our heart, when we are in alignment with our inner self, then our outer life will come into balance as well. Let's read a number 37, which equals a 10, and obviously an ace. It is in the upright, which is lovely to see. The powerful Archangel Chamuel is holding a beautiful sphere of golden light at the solar plexus, which is the location of your third chakra and the center of your life force energy. The issues here revolve around emotions of desire and your personal energy. When the card appears upright, it indicates that an increased enthusiasm is present or soon to be on its way. This is a great time to move toward the completion of your desires. Your life force is vibrating with power and resonance, and your soul is calling you to direct your energy in a focused, purposeful manner. This angel of power is with you now, so go for it. I feel I need to take one more card. And we have Magician and the Mirror, number 53. The Magician obviously is Mercury. This can relate to communication or figuring something out. Let's read it. 53 is an 8, and 8 is, of course, the Strength card. And remember, we've got the infinity symbol. Maybe you're revisiting something to do with the past, maybe having a chance now to, through courage, have the ability to manifest. This card upright represents the culmination of your personal and spiritual power at this time. In the Magician's left hand is the flame of passion and action. In his right hand is a vortex of water and the light of reflection. This highly beneficial card is telling you that you are the magician, and within your grasp are the amazing forces of earth and spirit. The water is the energy of yin and the power of spirit and clarity of thought. The flame in the the flame is the energy of yang, bringing direction and creativity. Together they give you the magnificent magic of transformation. The mirror stands beside the magician, reflecting the outer world's response to your choice to use or dismiss the true power that you have. Its silver reflection reveals the future in a mist on the horizon, ready to be magically formed. When you receive the magician upright, you are put on notice that an important and powerful time is at hand. You are the alchemist of your life. And just as an alchemist turns base metals into gold, and gold has been mentioned twice in both cards, you are now able to transform your difficulties into great blessings. This is true in every area of your life. Claim your power and embrace your intentions in your heart and in your daily life. Direct your destiny, and the mists of the future will clear into brilliant reality. That is beautiful, and the word gold has been mentioned quite a few times recently. For those of you that follow me with my daily message, you will remember that. Gold is something precious. It speaks to abundance. It speaks to clarity. It's the sun, right? And the sun is the heart. Let's see. I want to take a few messages from the Twin Flame Oracle by Mystic Moon. Just a few messages. We'll see with who they resonate. So Capricorn is very strong here. We've got some Earths, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. Capricorn is the strongest. Leo is very potent. Scorpio. The Magician is Gemini as well as Virgo. Oh, okay. I should have been more honest with you about how I was feeling at the time. So I did mention Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer as well. Aquarius was also mentioned. I should have been more honest with you about how I was feeling at the time. Someone was scared to be honest here. And I'm going to say also that with the Queen of Cups here, we're all going through some sort of a spiritual awakening with Jupiter and Neptune in Pisces. We're all awakening to whatever's been holding us back, whatever has kept us in a sense of imprisonment. And also psychologically, my mind and heart always comes back to you. So this obviously speaks to a breakup where someone was just too proud or too fearful. What would their community say? What would the world say? Remember, I'm not reading reversals here. So take the story as it resonates for you, because the Queen of Cups in the reverse would have been someone not trusting their intuition, someone being quite unemotional, emotionally detached or not balanced emotionally. Let's see. Dear Spirit, no. Can I have one more card, please? One more card, dear Spirit. And I think this is it. And we have, I'm sorry I couldn't do right by you. Let's see what's at the bottom of the deck. How could you still love me after all I've done? So I will leave you with those messages, okay? A lot is unfolding. Of course, the messages will not resonate with everyone. Thank you so much. Love and light to all of you. Talk to you in a minute. Ta-da.